If you have been following my journey this far, then you know I'm at a breaking point. I started all of this to prove that science has the answers to the origins of the universe, to the origin of man, and to debunk the myth of a God who created everything. My journey was supposed to be a scientific one to better understand the truth and reveal it to others. Instead, science has let me down repeatedly. Not only do scientific theories on the origins of the universe lack consensus and have many holes, due to recent discoveries, scientists have conceded that 96% of the universe is made up of matter and energy that we can't see, touch, or interact with in any way. They literally have no idea what it is. And as it turns out, we actually understand very little about the other 4%, which makes up the entire known universe. Science has also let me down when I researched into the origins of man. There's actually very little real evidence in support of the molecule to man evolution theory than they would have you believe. It was very disappointing. If you analyze the theory from the primordial soup to the emergence of man, there are enormous holes at every level of the chain. It's like Swiss cheese. So we actually know close to nothing. Nada. Zero, zip, zilch. In my opinion, science does not have sufficient answers to answer the questions of origins or makeup of the universe, or the existence of mankind. My research into the Bible, however, was the exact opposite of what I expected. Although there are many stories that are hard to believe or difficult to understand, I couldn't disprove any of them. In fact, my research actually uncovered evidence for Jesus' life, miracles, followers, death, and even his resurrection from the dead. So, I'm at a key decision point.
This is part 7 and the series finale of The Skeptic's Journey, a true story of an atheist's search for answers. Throughout this entire series, these are his exact words. This is his story, his journey.
You might be surprised to know that my journey to reach this decision point has taken over 15 years and included a lot more information than can be communicated in these short videos. I've read countless books, scientific journals, and even sacred texts from almost every single major religion. In the end, all of my research boiled down to one simple question. Was I going to put my faith in science or God? It's been said that everyone is a person of faith, even the atheists. We all put our faith in something. I blindly put my faith in science for many years. Others put their faith in God, and still others don't even attempt to pursue answers to these types of questions. But that just means they put their faith in this life, in themselves, or maybe money, or power, or even their families. But everyone is a person of faith. It's just a matter of what you put your faith in. And come on, let's be honest. There's only one answer, one truth. It's not relative. Either God exists or he doesn't. We can either accept it or reject it. That's the decision. That's the choice. So in the end, I realized this is an exercise of faith either way. Because there is no definitive proof on either side of the debate. No matter which side you choose, there's always going to be questions without answers. I'm not a wishy-washy person. I take a stand on things, and I need to take a stand on this decision. After years and years of research, I've come to a very surprising conclusion. After looking at all of the evidence, in my opinion, I believe it is a bigger leap of faith to place your confidence in constantly changing and unproven scientific theories than it is to believe in God. So, I decided I wasn't going to let what I don't know or understand about God or the Bible keep me from making a decision about what I do know and understand. I made a rational, well-considered step of faith and believed in God. And now, that choice of faith was over 15 years ago. I made the decision to believe in the God of the Bible who sent his son Jesus as our Savior. Since that decision, you may be asking, what's happened to me these past 15 years? Well, I have to admit, it's kind of hard to explain, but let me start with an analogy. Think about the following human emotions that we all experience at different points in our lives. The exhilarating thrill of an amazing roller coaster ride, the enduring pain of a third-degree burn, the all-consuming fear of a near-death experience, and the truly indescribable joy of intimacy with your beloved spouse. I'm a married man, so I can say that. Now, Imagine you were asked to explain those sensations to someone who had never experienced them before. You can tell them what happened, how it made you feel as best you can. You can use as many adjectives as humanly possible, but the truth is, no matter what you say, it's not the same. They will never know what it truly feels like to be in that situation until they experience it for themselves. Sometimes our words just aren't enough, but I'll do the best I can. Before I made my decision to believe in God, I was a terrible father and husband. I had severe anger issues that surfaced at all times at my wife, my kids, and just in life in general. I was a prideful man. I lived more for myself than I lived for others. I did not find true joy in life on a daily basis. Let's just say I was not a happy camper. I made a lot of mistakes, and my wife would have been fully justified in leaving me. My life changed instantly when I made this decision. I was living for a larger purpose. It wasn't about me. My daily joy in life increased exponentially, yet my circumstances remained the same. It felt like something was different in me. I faced adversity with a completely new mindset. There was a miraculous change in my marriage and my family life as well. My anger issues were gone. My marriage became the biggest source of joy on this earth, even still after 40 years together. I have a very close relationship with my wife, my kids, and even my grandkids. My pride diminished. I don't think less of myself. I just thought of myself less. Some of these changes were gradual, but some of these changes I can only describe as a true miracle because they happened instantaneously the moment I chose to believe. I cannot describe how truly miraculous some of these changes were that took place in me ever since I accepted God into my life. In addition to the behavior changes and the miracles I've witnessed, one of the most profound transformations that took place was right here. I'm definitely more of a thinker than a feeler. I'm not usually one to talk about my emotions, but I can tell you I've felt true joy, true contentment, connectedness to God, and even true forgiveness in a way that I can't even put into words. Don't believe me? I get it. I really do. Because I was that very same person that would have never given God credit for any of these changes and dismissed these feelings and emotions as all in your head. If you were a skeptic like I was, all I can say is it wasn't me. It was Him. If you take that step of faith and believe in God by following Jesus Christ, He will change your life. And I promise you, you will experience new emotions that you won't be able to explain fully either. My goal in all of this was to tell you my story and to encourage you to take your own journey. Be a skeptic if you must. Do your research on both sides of the debate. Carefully evaluate all of the evidence, but in the end, make a decision. I hope you will decide, as I did, to follow Jesus. Without a doubt, it is the best decision I've made of my life. I love you all. May God bless you.
We hope you enjoyed watching The Skeptic's Journey.
Christianity Engaged is supported by viewers just like you.
And you can help us make more videos like this
And keep them free without any ads
by making a tax-deductible donation to our ministry at christianityengaged.org.
Thanks.
And God bless.